You live, baby.
Woo! Welcome. One and all. Brand new episode. End of the Day Podcast.
End of the Day Podcast.
And we're coming back to you with another Zoom episode. Not because of
Corona,
not at all. Because we've been meeting since the last few weeks in person.
Man, good thing I paid for that fucking monthly membership on Zoom.
Yeah, that came in clutch, and no one even knew that you were doing that on the spot. Like,
Man,
you were doing that while we were recording.
Literally putting in my credit card info and everything.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. That is fucking wild. But yes, we are actually have a curfew. I feel like I'm in high school again.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in middle school again, where I have a curfew. I have to be back in my house, locked down by a certain time. I don't remember the last time that was.
It's pretty crazy right now, man.
Yes, we're living in crazy times right now. Obviously,
like the curfew is the least of all of our worries right now.
Yeah. I mean, should we get the intro out of the way just so we can get down to the nitty fucking gritty?
I already
welcome.
This is gonna be a heavy episode.
This is gonna be a heavy episode, guys. We apologize in advance if it's too heavy. But I mean, there's a lot going on right now that we're all very much a part of. As you can see, our group, if you can, now that you see the Zoom and you can see us, you can see this is obviously affecting us a lot. Yeah, this is the End of Day Podcast, episode number 70 something. 70 something. Yeah. This is gonna be a big episode. This is gonna be one for the history books. I do go by the name of Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
Still got that drop.
You feel me? Still got the drops.
Yeah.
Terrence.
TT will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't know where to start, honestly, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about where to start too because it's so fucking much. But I guess
lighting a blunt because this shit's gonna be
did we
fucking intense?
Did we talk about it? Where's my lighter at? Did we talk about it at all the last episode?
We just had
it just
happened.
Yeah. It just happened, right? So
and they were protesting the 101.
Okay.
That was day one.
And that was the last time we recorded. We recorded in person.
Friday.
There was no curfew. There was nothing of that nature. All we knew is that, what had happened with George Floyd and people were pissed and they wanted fucking justice. And now at this point, the cop has been arrested.
I heard they moved his charges from third degree to second degree.
Which was third degree. Yeah. And they charged the other three with I can't remember what the charge exactly was. It was aiding and abetting or something like that, essentially. And I did see somewhere that they should not want him to get the murder moved up to first degree because he could beat that case if it's first. Because the first degree, I think, is like
you can go to like a higher judge or something.
Well, no, I think the degree, first degree is like I wanted to kill you, so I went and killed you. I think second degree is like it happened, you got killed out of something that I did, but it doesn't it doesn't have intent, like you went to specifically kill that person. And I think that's why they don't want it to get the first degree, is because he could beat that case apparently. So yeah, they did move it up to second degree, which is amazing, and they arrested and charged the rest of the cops, which they should have did from day one. So that's where we stand now. And if people obviously are very well aware at this point, there was peaceful protests all last weekend, all this week, that happened to get followed by, a little bit of fuckery, some rioting, some looting, which is just very, I'd say it's dividing, if anything, whether you believe in it or not.
Let me ask you, bro, like after these last couple weeks, kind of seeing everything unfold, where do you stand? How do you feel right now?
Right now, I'm still pretty angry at the system. The thing about the system is that because I have my own life I forget sometimes. So I can forget how angry the system makes me, you know? And so because I'm living my own life, living my own struggles, whatever, trying to get by day. And then I forget how fucked up the actual entire system is and how much
You know what,
it's.
bro? I don't think you forget. I don't. I think that we don't forget, but we kind of accept it.
Yeah, I would say that. I would totally agree with that. I would
And
totally agree with that.
accept that this is the way the world is, and that's not. It's not okay to just accept it. And I think that this is the perfect time for everyone to kind of unify and come together as one and say, look, this is not okay.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's harder when you're an individual speaking up. But like, even last week, dude, like this happens so often, and I feel like society is so numb to it that I didn't think, in all honesty, that it was going to get taken to this extreme, bro. Because we do this every single day. You know what I'm saying? But like, people have had it. Like, it's been.
So how do you guys feel about? Because I mean, this is like the big thing is like how you feel. How do you show pain? You know, everybody's showing their pain in different ways. You know, whether it's
for sure
staying silent and just letting the system take care of it, or protesting peacefully, going out, being like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure I vote so that Trump doesn't, or destroying shit. Like, people all have their own ways of showing their pain. How do you feel like? How do you guys feel like, as far as like people, how they've been showing it? Like, what are your reactions to that? Like, are you comfortable with it? Do you feel, are you seeing something you don't like? Like,
I mean, I hate everything that's happening. I mean, like, honestly, all of this like suffering is just like, it can't be no more. Like, it has to stop. Like, all of it.
Yeah.
It's just like so systemic. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I mean, it's crazy to think that this is the world that we still live in. You know, it just keeps going, and like, how do we really stop it? We have to like literally uproot the whole everything that America is. You know, like.
One thing that's fucking with me though is like, it's really hard for me to trust information, any type of information, whether it's off the internet. I know the internet's supposed to be more trusted because power to the people. We can actually. But then I'm seeing, even when I'm seeing, like, I'll see something that looks like appears to be good, like someone helping something or someone doing something, and then I go in that thread and I'll see someone revealing that shit was totally a lie, or that shit was like, it's making it mad hard to believe, not even just the news and all that, because we always knew that was on some fuck shit. It's making me hard to believe anything unless I see it with my own two fucking eyes. Well,
let's be real. We've been kind of at war with this on and off for 100 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Since the end of slavery, and
right.
Like, in the grand scheme of everything, like, seeing this all kind of unfold, it just kind of makes you realize that, there's no easy way to maneuver through this. People are going to be mad. They're going to be upset. People are going to be hurt. Like, you have to be sympathetic for that, because like, I see a lot of people also coming at this situation saying that all lives matter, and
please shut up.
That is the most offensive thing.
Please shut up. Please just stop. If you're not,
because they're not. It's yeah, dude. Because it's like they're missing the point at that.
When you're
missing the point. You're missing the point of what's going on. Is the fact that people have been mistreated and are continually being mistreated in society. Like,
because the main thing about that just kind of like is just tone deaf is like, obviously all lives matter, but when we say Black Lives Matter, it's because there's the system set up in place makes it so that it appears that the system set up in place means that not all lives matter.
Right.
Black lives don't matter in this current system that we live in. And what was that?
No, go ahead.
And that's why we're saying Black Lives Matter. We're not trying to take away from the fact that all lives do matter, but what we're saying is it appears that you guys don't care about Black lives. So we have to remind you specifically, Black lives matter. And it's just like, I don't know. I hate when I hear the all lives matter shit. That's just really annoying. That's just super annoying. But
how do you?
And then I seen Shorty the other day. She yesterday actually. I can't remember her name. She tweeted. She was pretty much trying to say that like animal. If the way we treat people, we need to all lives matter, including animal lives. She was pretty much saying. She's saying she's vegan and like if you get a burger with bacon on it, you're pretty much killing Black people as well because of the system set up in place and things set up in place. She's a vegan and she was trying to say,
who is this? Did she get canceled?
She came out the next day and tried to apologize for it, and it didn't go.
Comparing
well.
Black people to bacon is
just don't compare them to anybody. They're their own.
I don't even want to give her too much clout on this, but yeah, she said some stupid ass fucking shit. Like real talk.
Sounds fucking insane, bro.
Yeah. I just see a lot of people just trying to use this moment for clout. Trying to use this moment.
Yeah, that's
the thing.
You know what? And you know what? Honestly, I'm all for like if you go to that protest and at the end you're like, hey, take a picture of this, like of you in it. Okay, you keep that for yourself. Like maybe, I mean, I don't even feel like you need to post it because really you could get people in trouble. You know.
She said the fight to end oppression for animals is the same fight to end oppression of Black people. All sentient beings deserve to live. I want to smack. I need you to beat her up, Kristen, because I can't hit a girl.
Oh my God. Dude, that was
where's
funny.
This coming from?
And then she goes on this whole Twitter rant, like video added to it saying like veganism is the way for equality.
She's going to get canceled. So that was,
she
say goodbye.
Dude, this is the thing. This is the thing is that this has been going on for a long time, but this is kind of the first moment in time where social media has such a prevalence in everyone's lives.
100%. Our ancestors didn't have this, bro.
Exactly. And everyone's tuned in right now. But the fact of the matter is, it was a war back then, and it's a war now. And
even more.
It's just different tactics. You know what
we're fighting it on different levels now.
They're literally setting up shit to get people in trouble throughout these popular cities like Los Angeles. We had the bricks.
I was seeing that. Did
you see the video clip of the cop car getting lit on fire?
Yeah, I seen that too. I don't know. I've see that's one thing that I felt torn about because at the same time I would like,
bro, it's war. Like at the end of the day, like
I feel like there could be reasons why that cop car could have been there. Because one of the reasons why he said the cop car was old, I was like, well, every cop car is probably needed right now on the road. Like, I don't know. Like, that video, I understood where he was coming from, but at the same time...
Parked in the middle of the street, though?
Parked in the middle of the street. Well, it was parked... It looked like it was parked... It looked like it was on, like, Fairfax area. It looked like it was, like, in an area where it looked like it could have been trying to block off.
I agree with him because when he ran the video back, how everything was set up, it just all seemed way too strategic. Like,
I mean, the nail in the coffin for his video was the chick with the gasoline in the bottle. That shit was like, all right, where the fuck did you get that from? So that was right there. I was like, all right, that seems a little set up.
Like, had a bottle of
gasoline. Yeah, and that kind of like, I was like, where the fuck? Why would you have that?
Yeah, but maybe she came with that.
But that's what I mean. Like, why are you leaving the house with a little bottle of gasoline unless you are unless you plan to do something like that of that nature. So that was the only part of the video where I was like, yeah. But at the same time, like when people are angry, they're gonna destroy cop cars. And like, I don't know, like for the videos I feel like I'm seeing both sides. I'm seeing people show videos of white people doing stuff, and at the same time I'm seeing videos of Black people doing stuff. So I can't. I'm going into people's lives right now, seeing it with my own eyes, Black people doing stuff. So I can't just be like, kill the white people for doing it, because white people love doing what we do.
I don't think it's not. Do you think it's only white people though? Like,
I feel like we're killing the white people for doing it. I feel like we're killing the white people for doing it. Don't you feel like? Do you feel like that? Do you feel like the internet's kind of going at white people shouldn't be writing Black lives? They shouldn't. I feel like the internet only wants white people to march and protest and let all the black people do the destroying. It seems like it, because it seems like people are getting mad, because I see a lot of videos of them saying like, why is white people destroying stuff? Because they're gonna blame the black people, right? Are you seeing that as well?
100%. I think
Yeah.
I think honestly that, like, I mean, what do you really need to be doing it for? Like, I mean, yes, like at this moment, like this is like so much pent up aggression that we feel about so many things about the system. You know what I mean? So like people have a lot of issues, you know, with this shit. So they just taking it out, and it's like that's fucked up for that exact reason.
Yeah. And I feel like we get
And they should
blamed
know
for,
better.
but we're getting blamed for shit even when we don't do it already. So if a white person is going to use their white privilege to destroy something and not get arrested, because I can't destroy that, they can and not get arrested and not get in trouble.
But it's always been like that.
But so I don't know. I'm torn between it, because
Either
if that white kid is destroying that cop car because he doesn't fuck with cops, how can I be mad at that? Like, I don't fuck with cops either. I want to destroy that cop car too. So that's the only reason I feel like I'm torn.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that this rioting, it shows the passion of the people.
Right.
But I don't think that it's going to solve the systemic problems that we have, bro.
All right. So
it is literally so deep rooted within this government.
But that's usually how change comes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like after they like make some noise.
But because in the end of the day, this all is happening because George Floyd, rest in peace, rest in power, was killed. You know, let me ask you the history question, Terrence. Do you know why the LA riots happened? Do you remember what was the cause of the LA riots? It might be too old for you, just because I know you're a little younger, but do either you know why the LA riots happened?
Was it Rodney King?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So for how much ever people are saying rioting and looting changes the narrative, you still know all these years later, they were doing that because of Rodney King. So when we look back 20 years from now and be like, yo, why was all these stores destroyed? Why was all this happening? It was because a cop put his fucking knee.
An innocent person died.
Exactly. So I feel like they're trying to change the narrative by saying this looting is changing the narrative.
100%.
No,
that's what
looting is not changing the narrative. You know why we're looting. You know why we're robbing and burning these businesses.
Like
people are mad.
Calmly, like Colin Kaepernick, like what? Like literally, like took a knee and like look at this. It's just it's so symbolic to
they're
like
trying to write that narrative.
No, I feel like people are saying I keep seeing people say the looting and the rioting is changing the narrative, and I feel like they're saying that because they're trying to change the narrative.
Exactly.
No, when I look back 20 years from now, like I just said, why did people loot? Why was all these sneaker stores robbed? When anyone asked me, they'd be like, why, Dad? Why did this happen? I'd be like, because this cop killed an innocent man. There's no change in the narrative. You know why we're doing this. You know why we're out. So I don't see why. I feel like those are people trying to change the narrative by saying, "Oh, they're looting it," because they want it to stop, or they're scared of it. You know, like, no, we're gonna go crazy.
If you're silenced and you're not heard, people like they're gonna get it any way they can. You need people. That's the way to make noise.
Because I'm all down for the protest. I'm all down for it. But I just feel like the protests have been happening since the first black man has been murdered. First innocent black. We've been protesting, dude. There's never been anything like this, right? All the black people that have been murdered prior to this, there's never been anything like this, what we are experiencing right now. Yeah, but there's been protests.
Even my pops, like, I talked to him and he was like, I've never seen no shit like this. Like,
Well, we've all seen the protests, though, right? Haven't we seen the protests before this?
Yeah, we've seen
all the protests, and we've seen the cops even at all the peaceful protests that happened prior to this. We've seen the cops do the same fuck shit that they're doing right now too.
Right.
So this is the breaking point.
But bro, it's 2020. Like, this is a monumental year. Like, we're going down. This year's going down. Like,
the coronavirus is playing a big part in this as well.
It changed everything.
Coronavirus is definitely playing.
When people have time today.
They've been chilling.
From quarantine to like everyone's on the streets.
They've been chilling, bro. So coronavirus plays a big part in this because people have been chilling.
Have they been chilling?
No, like prior to this all happening, they've been out of work. They haven't had anything to stimulate their mind. So like something like this happening hits so much harder.
Mm-hmm.
And social media makes it hit even harder.
I'm sure if everyone had 9 to 5s, it would have been harder to get as many people out to protest as did. You know, a lot of those stores might have not even been able to be looted in because they might have still been open with actual employees in them. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was shut down. So I don't know.
I wanted to play this clip because I thought
let's do it. Hold on a second. Let me turn on my lights real quick. Hold on.
All right. Well, can I play it? He's got to set the mood. About to lay down? What's going on?
He's like, I'm just gonna make my bed really quick.
He's destroying his bed. All right.
I can't find the blue light switch.
Yeah, we gotta set the vibes. No light switch?
I can't find it. I can't find the fucking.
Hold on. Should I cut? Oh. Does he got it?
10.
I fucked up.
6.
It's unplugged.
5.
1. Sit down. Come on.
That's how we count.
It's over.
All right. So for the listeners, I'm gonna play this clip.
Let's do it. Let's hear it.
All right.
Who do we hate? We hate because we're taught to hate. We hate because we're ignorant. We're the product of ignorant people who have been taught an ignorant thing, which is that there are 4 or 5 different races. There are not 4 or 5 different races. There's only one race on the face of the earth, and we're all members of that race, the human race. But we have separated people into races so that some of us can see ourselves as superior to the others. We thought it would work, I guess. It hasn't worked. It has been bad for everyone. It's time to get over this business. There is no gene for racism. There's no gene for bigotry. You're not born a bigot. You have to learn to be a bigot. Anything you learn, you can unlearn. It's time to unlearn our bigotry. It's time to get over this thing, and we best get over it pretty soon. I'm an educator, and it's my business as an educator to lead people out of ignorance. The ignorance of thinking that you're better or worse than someone else because of a pigment in your skin. Pigmentation in your skin has nothing to do with intelligence or with your worth as a human being. It's time to get over that.
Who do we hate?
And I thought that shit was real as fuck.
I mean, it is super real. And if you don't know, that audio is coming from a white woman too. Like, I mean, it's truth. It's nothing but truth. Like, I mean, and at the end of the day, like, there is no difference between us other than the color of our skin. That doesn't make anything.
All right. Sorry about that.
Nah, that's cool. We're back at it. But yeah, man, like that's one thing I'm having an issue with though, is that like there's so much information coming in that you really can't, when you see it, you might I gotta mentally react to it, but I can't like start typing or reposting until I like do my research. People, do your research. Make sure shit is real before you like start reposting it and talking about it and telling other people about it, or reacting. Make sure shit is like official, because you like I'm seeing black dudes beat someone up, and then I'm like, what's going on? And I see the dude had a fucking machete and was trying to fucking like kill him, like like
crazy.
Man,
that dude who was like
the shop owner with the sword. Rest in peace to him.
Did he die?
Bro, yeah. They left him like lifeless on the sidewalk.
I don't think he died though. Did he die? I don't think he died.
I heard he died. But see, that's the whole thing.
I don't know.
But
like
thing.
we seen it happen. We seen that shit happen, and that was crazy. Whether he was left for dead or if he died, that was crazy. That was
that
honestly,
was fucked up. And
how do you guys feel about like people like? So I never actually watched the video of him being murdered because I knew what I was gonna expect, and I couldn't
George Floyd?
I couldn't bring myself to watch it. Like I just like. And how do you guys feel about like those things being circulated? Like I know it has to happen in order for all of this to happen, but like it like kind of desensitizes us to it all.
I think that there's nothing private in this world anymore, and that the internet makes everything accessible to everyone that has it. And there's gonna be no censor on the
I
internet.
used to be desensitized to it, but as I got older, it stopped desensitized. I'm not as desensitized because
Because
it's
the
more real.
content is more prevalent.
Yeah,
It's more
I mean, the
real. Like
message is
I feel like it can happen to me. Like I'm desensitized to like slasher movies because those movies are so ridiculous. You never think you're gonna get killed by a guy in a hockey mask. You know, like I could watch a million of those or Freddie's, but like things like that, that bothered me. I watched it and I felt it, and it was hard for me to watch because I feel like that could happen to me. I feel like someone could sit on my neck like that, and I was feeling it. It was hard to watch. I just wasn't that stuff like that. I am not desensitized to. I am able to. I had to watch just to see because when I heard this, when I'm getting told the story as far as like what the cops told, reported on the situation. That just died.
Because ultimately it did have to get viewed and it did have to get seen
because they were telling a whole different story. No one would have known if that video never came out.
I seen a little video of his daughter on the gentleman who looks just like him. He's his friend. I think he's like
he used to play basketball.
Okay, so he had her on his shoulders and she was like, "My daddy changed the world." I was like, "Oh, my heart!"
Yeah,
like for real.
Yeah, and it sucks that he had to lose his life to do it. It's horrible. It's so whack. And like I don't know how do you guys feel about the way Trump's going in right now and how he's responding to everything?
I think that he's doing exactly what I would expect him to do.
Exactly.
And,
at this point,
that I'm desensitized to, maybe that
I would agree with, or you just expect it. He's fulfilling everything you expect of him, not to make any situation better.
And I'm just like, you know what? Like, how do you people stand by this person like this? Like,
he's their leader,
and it just is crazy. It's crazy.
He's their leader for sure. Like that's exactly what it is.
That is just crazy. And it literally, and to think that all of this civil unrest is happening because they couldn't just charge some of their own people that murdered someone.
Or it just took so long. Why did it take so long?
No, they would have never done it.
Yeah, they would have never
because
done
he had
it.
How many charges against him before this? Like, like honestly, I will say like the quarantine, it was like bringing everything to the light, and this is the light is being shed on all of it, and at the end of the day, you can't ignore this. You can't walk away from it, and maybe Donald Trump can sit up there and pretend like he can do whatever he wants, but the people are going to shut it down, and that's it, and it's a wrap. And I really believe that.
Yeah, I guess since he had so many previous situations that went he got like no action against him for it.
Yeah,
this was something like this was bound to happen. Yeah, because he felt he was so powerful he could sit on someone's neck with his hands in his pockets. This nigga had his hands in his fucking pockets and wasn't even holding them down. Like, yeah, I guess that's what it was. He felt comfortable enough to actually do that because he didn't think anything was going to happen to him. He didn't feel like there would be any. At that point, there hadn't been any. At that point, there hadn't been any fucking. Nothing had happened to him at this point. All these things he's done prior. It was like 12 different situations.
Literally, nothing ever came of any of those. They're just like, hey, we talked to him, or hey, okay.
Yeah. So
that it happened.
I mean, yeah. I guess at that point, yeah. So
I mean, I hope he thinks that was worth it for him. Like,
nah, I don't know. I wonder what's going through his head right now. I do. That's what I'm constantly wondering. What goes through a guy's head?
And his wife divorced him, and I think that's so baller.
I do, but at the same time, she had to. This nigga had 12 different fucking things. She had to know the type of nigga she married.
Yeah, truly.
So
you're talking about.
Yeah, like she definitely had to. She definitely had to know what type of nigga she married. There's no way this nigga was hiding that type of hatred at home. That probably showed at home, but he kicked his feet up and just chilling, drinking some beers.
Yeah,
probably fucking. So I wonder.
Well, I hope he gets what he deserves. Honestly, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta hope so. We'll take care of him. Hope there's justice for this. But like, it's hard because there's no. That's what at this point humans have created is in their mind what justice is in a tangible sense. Someone going to jail for
and
30 years or for the rest of their life.
Like a,
like that's like, that's nothing.
An ice cube.
Exactly. It's nothing compared to like what was lost in the situation. So it's so weird.
It in place, like, like this system is just so broken. I just can't even imagine that. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, change everything?
That's
like,
why
we have to.
That's one of the reasons why I'm not mad at the like destroying of things, because I am a believer in tearing the system down.
Yeah,
because it's the only way to get it to be built back up the right way.
And one day things will be fixed.
Yeah, and Target made billions of dollars, so they can, and honestly, I will say, I am really like was happy to see so many stores, like different types of companies, like if their buildings were destroyed and all of this, like make a post and say, hey, like, that means nothing compared to like lives, like, right. and I was like, all right, well, it's the least you could do. Thanks.
Right.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at Target getting ran through. I'm sure Target is gonna be okay. They'll be fine. It sucks about the Black-owned businesses and the small mom and pop small businesses. Of course, that's gonna suck. And unfortunately, that's just casualties of like the system, like what goes on. Like it sucks. Like, but I don't know if you're able to control that. I don't know if that's controllable energy when stuff like that happens. When there's like looting and rioting and protesting, I can't say that energy is controllable and you can direct it and say, oh no, my business is just gonna be, exempt from that, from the change that everybody has to go through. So that's the only thing. That's why in the end of the day I am torn, because I don't have a stake in it. Like I don't have a store that got ran through. Yeah. Like I don't have a business, but like
my friends were concerned about their business.
But I don't. If I did, I wouldn't be 100% upset.
No, I mean, what do you do? It just sucks a little bit, just because like they don't have insurance like big corporations do, or have like all that backing to like replace a lot of stuff. So that does suck. But I mean, what do you do?
All I seen were business owners outside their stores or in their stores with guns. I didn't see any business store owners outside or in their stores handing out water and being like open, like, yo, you can use my place as a place of refuge.
Yeah.
Or like, I didn't see anybody do that. So I can't say 100% that wouldn't have worked. But if I had a business, I'd have been at my store, in front of my store with my whole entire team.
Just chilling,
handing out water, right? Protesting, like there, present. I think that really was one of the reasons why people felt comfortable running in stores, is because we didn't see you. Like you weren't there. If you were marching with us, Sean Witherspoon, maybe your store wouldn't have got ran through. I don't know. I can't say that would have happened, because we know the cops obviously weren't there. So people weren't getting maced or pepper sprayed or hit with bullets in that area, or rubber bullets in that area.
Do you want to know a crazy story from one of my friends?
What?
So they were in downtown and they're looking over, and it's just a mass of people, and they're all protesting, and all of a sudden they start like pushing back, running, and then here comes like 200 cops, and they're all just like posted up, like lined up, like chilling, and like just keep pushing them back, and then they start throwing like the fucking tear gas and shit at them. And so they were downstairs like being nosy, like watching the cops roll in, and so they run back upstairs, they're looking down, and they start throwing eggs at the cops. And so the cops turn around and start shooting at my friend and her. So it's like they're like on a balcony, and like as my friend goes to grab her other friend, is like, girl, like they're shooting, and she got hit with like a beanbag thing in her side. Yeah.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. But there was like it was crazy. Like I seen some footage, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy. You seen the statements? Did you see the statements at the LA? I think it was, I don't know whether it was the mayor or someone important in LA stated today that the cops should not be using those weapons or that kind of force unless people are actually shooting or attacking them. So
Facts.
Yeah.
because those things are fucking crazy.
Hell yeah.
I never really seen one until now, like what it looked like, and I thought in my head it was totally different. What they looked like.
Bro, that
at
shit's
least.
no joke.
Those shits look like bigger bullets, nigga.
Yeah. And
They don't look like anything rubber at all. They just look like bigger bullets. So I'm like,
definitely not okay. Bro.
Like some people definitely got their whole face like disfigured.
yeah, I'm thinking about the imagery I saw that night too. Like,
Man, some of the things that I have seen on the news recently, like I'm just like blacking out. I'm like, what?
I mean, that happened in Boston during one of the protests in Boston. A girl died. She got hit in the face with a canister, and I mean, I think the dude only got fired. The dude who did it, he hit her in the face with a pepper spray canister, like those things that blow the smoke out. He like didn't correctly know how to use it or wasn't trained on it, and he hit her girl in the face. I forgot what happened to her. What happened in that situation? And she died. I remember she died, and that was during one of the protests in Boston. That was when I was still living there, and like that's what I mean. Like that was a protest for a killing of a black man, and should have still. I believe that was. It might have been some other shit, but shit like that from cops at least using that kind of force has still always been happening. Like,
yeah,
that shit is mad lethal. They say like a high percentage of it usually like injures people for good. Like even though they like live on from it, like it doesn't kill them, they're like permanently injured. I think it's like 40% of like people who are hit with like those kind of like tactics.
Damn. You know what I've seen? The
Very insane.
NAACP, they were saying that they were asking for other countries to kind of like identify us as like, what did they say? Like crimes against humanity kind of stuff. Like just like, or not crimes against humanity, but like, hold on, give me a minute.
Give Kristen a minute. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you something, T-Will exclusive. Let me go to the doc.
Yeah, I'm checking it out too. Oh, did you guys see about Floyd Mayweather paying for the funeral? That was dope.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I think that was pretty sweet.
That like lightened my day when I heard that.
That was pretty cool.
You have someone with money like doing the right thing.
Yeah, and it's good to see Floyd, get involved in some way, shape, or like in a way that he can get involved in.
Right.
Like because Floyd Mayweather, there's not a ton that you would expect him to do, but throwing his money at a situation is legit. Like I can see that.
Yeah, I think it was like somewhere around 5,000.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrote a check, and I was just like, "Yo, that's like help this person get a proper funeral and like celebrate the life." Like, it just sucks that we even have to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's the worst thing. It's like everything about this is like,
and this is where we're standing at. So, the NAACP is calling on the United Nations to step up and classify the mistreatment of Black people in the U.S. by the police as a human rights violation.
Damn. That's pretty big.
Run that. You better run that.
For real.
You better run that. And you know what? Honestly, people all around the world are protesting. Like
all 50 states.
No, the whole world, dude. Like other countries.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. No, I see that.
They're not even just like turning up a little.
I didn't realize there's a protest ban in Paris or in France because they were protesting.
They've had so much drama.
Or maybe it was London. They were protesting in London, and I didn't realize there's a protest ban. You can't protest in London. Like it's against the law. And they were still protesting. There's a video I seen of them burning mad like scooters, mad bird scooters.
Damn.
And I seen another tweet that was mad funny because they were like because of their accent, they were like Black Lives Matter, and like instead of Black Lives Matter. But I fuck with it though. The energy is real.
I'm here for it 100%.
Yeah.
Honestly, if
just
you're gonna
support anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
No, for real.
So many ways that you can support.
Appreciated. And yeah, they were wilding in London. They were like actually like looting and shit in London apparently.
Yeah.
Like that's just worldwide. Like that's just gonna happen everywhere. That is definitely like, because I was talking to my mom about it.
It's a beautiful thing.
My mom was like, she didn't understand like why it was happening. Like everybody was doing it, and I was like, Mom, it's like the world now. Like
the change is happening in front of our eyes.
Yeah, it spreads. Everybody does it. You know, like it's never isolated anymore. You see it happen. You see someone do a TikTok dance somewhere. They got to do it everywhere. You see people do a challenge somewhere. They have to do it everywhere. You see people react to something and they feel it everywhere, essentially.
Yeah.
So like this is it. And that's why people are protesting everywhere, because
that's really it really is a beautiful thing, honestly. Like that so many people are showing out. Like
yeah, for real. That is like it's definitely much appreciated. And like that's why it's like, yo, like chill with all that all lives matter shit when we have everybody united saying Black Lives Matter. Like, you know, like
I will actually force myself to throw up on someone if they say that in front of me.
What do you think of because I mean I did it, I participated in it. What do you think of the like Blackout Tuesday thing?
I did it. I just used the hashtag that they asked. I didn't use the Black Lives Matter one. Like
yeah,
you know, I feel like that was like a chill.
Seemed like there was some confusion at first, for sure.
And then some people used it, I feel like a little bit divisive, but maybe they have reason to feel this way. I don't know. But I mean, I just think it was a good idea. And as long as you didn't use the hashtags like Black Lives Matter and only use the one or like the other ones like Blue Lives Matter and like all the like racist ones, like to drown them out, like I feel like that's chill.
Yeah. Oh, they were using their I didn't know that. That's one thing they were doing.
Yeah.
They were using their hashtag to like drown them out.
Yeah.
Because I seen there was doing people were doing a white square and doing White Lives Matter.
Oh my God.
But like, and I was like, oh word, that was a thing. So I went through because at that point I hadn't been on Instagram all day. I hadn't even been on social media.
Crazy, bro,
I hadn't even been on social media. I just seen this in a YouTube report that I was watching from this like guy who just does YouTube videos. He's like, and I was like, what? And so that's the first day. That was the first day I went. That I opened Instagram yesterday because I wanted to see if anyone I knew posted a white square and said White Lives Matter, because I would have instantly removed them or deleted them.
Bro,
but
I caught that shit on my timeline.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, what? People are doing that? So, but obviously you're not going to see that I'm not going to come across that on my timeline because I don't fuck with anybody who would. But yeah, they were doing that. There was a white, like, if you look at the hashtag right now, White Lives Matter, there's mad white squares. There's mad white squares.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't stand it all.
Yeah.
This year's just been so traumatic, man.
Like,
it's just crazy. There's a lot of racist people in America.
Yo.
There's mad racist people.
Kind of sickening.
You know what? Honestly, like, I don't know why, like, I'm surprised. Like, I'm from Ohio. Like, I think I like drowned out. Like, you know, I like just was like heard so much of it growing up, like that I was just like, you know.
And a lot of them are cops too. There's a lot of fucking racist ass cops. It's crazy,
man.
It's so crazy. So yeah, it's fuck 12. What else are we talking about? How do you feel about
SpaceX launch?
We can talk about the SpaceX launch.
Something lighter.
I thought it was gonna be from the one out here, so I was like, "Oh, you should look up." Like, and now I felt stupid because that shit definitely happened in Texas. So,
oh, it wasn't out here?
No,
oh, okay.
No, they did it with NASA.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I mean, I think it's dope because
did you watch it?
We watched,
or not you?
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think?
It was cool.
It was cool to watch.
Spaceship was cool. I mean, I definitely have seen one in my lifetime. It wasn't the first space launch I've ever seen.
I'm surprised it didn't get pushed back like everything else, honestly.
Maybe because they were going in space, they don't have to really worry about corona and shit. That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about the same thing. I was like,
they don't even want to be on this earth right now. They're like, we need to get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
The luckiest people off the planet, literally, not even on the planet.
And and people need something to watch, bro. Niggas need something to watch.
Hope.
They need something to, because they're bored. So like that's why mad people were watching this shit. I think normally people wouldn't give a fuck about a nigga blasting off.
People got time today.
But people were just chilling.
Did you watch it? Like the
well, I mean, I was working, so I had it like on in this like in the top right corner screen.
Oh, I watched it
because it was a countdown. The shit was like 5 hours.
No, not live.
We didn't watch it live. We just,
you didn't watch it live? Yeah,
no, I was skipped through.
Yeah, no, I was working the day.
Live is probably way crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was watching. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It's just but I like it was my shift because it was like they launched like an hour before my shift ended, so I was just like watching it. I had it like in the top right corner of the screen, and it was cool. It was cool.
Man, what else is going on besides that?
And I mean, niggas is in space. I mean, but like niggas have been going to space for I know this is a big deal because he's trying to like make it so that we can all go to space.
The fact that it's like a company, you know, like a.
I'm not going to space, nigga. I'm sorry. Like
you wouldn't go to space?
Not unless if it was like taking a bus, maybe.
10 years from now. 10 years.
That didn't look like I was taking a bus. That looked like niggas was going into space.
Oh my God.
It needs to look like niggas is getting on a bus, right? That's the only reason I get on a plane is because
like waving and shit. Like
yeah. That's the only reason I get on a plane is because it's at this point getting on a plane is like getting on a bus. Getting on a fucking going into space. These niggas had to be like the thing was mad long. They got into their seats and was sitting in their chair, strapped in and ready to go, like 2 hours before they actually flew off into space. So they niggas was just a lot of the video is like a lot of the launch was the dude just talk, which I seen. That's why you probably had to skip ahead because a lot of it was a dude talking and them just sitting in the chair. Just looking up. And I'm like, what are these niggas looking at, dog? They just looking at the screen? Like, because they're going through, because there's a crazy long checklist and everything, the weather and all that has to be perfect to launch into space. Like, it's so much that has to go into it. So I understand why it takes so long, but like, it's really just waiting till everything's ready. And like, launch, though. Yeah, the launch is crazy, but like, yeah, no way. No, that's not. I'm not trying to get into like a seat and be looking up. Can you imagine getting on a roller coaster like that and have to wait 2 hours before it took off? No, I'm not doing that. It needs to be like we get onto a plane. We get it. You know, you get your boarding pass. You go. You take your seat, and then they're like, all right.
They have some testing with the planes though.
What do you mean?
They like go back on. They drive around for a minute. They check everything before you fly.
No. But I'm saying like when you get on a plane, max, you're usually on that plane for like 20 to 30 minutes before it takes off.
Have you ever been on a plane and it's had to land or like go back?
Yes.
What was it?
The closest was that I was on a plane. It was about to take off and then it stopped and turned it back around. And
okay.
We had to switch planes, and that's why I don't fuck with planes. It's because the plane
at one time
because the landing gear was fucked up.
Oh
no.
Fuck that.
That scares me. The landing gear scares the fuck out of me. The landing gear is my biggest fear on a fucking plane. One of my biggest fears of just riding on a plane is the landing.
The landing part?
Because you can have a perfect flight, no turbulence, whatever, and just for some fucking reason you go to land and the landing gear does not fucking come out. Why? You know? That's not based on the weather. I mean, I guess maybe if you have a good pilot, like that white dude.
Oh my God! Remember that guy that,
or like Denzel.
I was about to say, or Denzel when he flipped the plane. That shit was wild.
Will exclusive.
That shit was wild.
That shit.
Did he? I need to look up fucking
Mythbusters.
So is that real? Can you do that? I need to look up Mythbusters. Is that a real maneuver? Can you really do that?
Well, they said in the movie that it was like damn near impossible, but he did it because he's.
I wonder if it's a real. But I wonder if it's real. Like you can really do that in real life, or do they just make it up in the movie? I gotta know. Because that shit was fire.
You said something about Ghostbusters?
No.
I don't know.
What were you saying?
There was.
Oh, I want to look up Mythbusters because the show Mythbusters on Discovery Channel. They take things that happen in movies like that. Like they went through a whole 007 movie and seen that literally everything in the movie was impossible to do. Like he shot like a canister and it blew up, and they created the exact situation and they do it and it doesn't actually happen. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. So it's a crazy show. You never watched it?
No, I definitely watched Mythbusters.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they would do. I wonder if
That
they
show
did.
was great.
Yeah, it was a really good show.
Great concept.
Is it over?
Oh my
They'll
God.
bring it back.
Yeah.
Or did you guys ever watch that one show where they would like make a different car and they would have to or they would have to make something in the junkyard?
Oh, Pimp My Ride?
No, like more in the junkyard. Like they would Junkyard Wars, I think is what it was called.
Oh no.
And
they had to make like a fighting tool, like a
cars,
fighting machine,
like different types of cars or something. Yeah, like I think, kind of. I'm blacking out for half of it, but like vaguely. I'm so Lamborghini high right now. Like,
no, it sounds familiar. The name sounds familiar.
Man, is it Junk Wars? I don't know, something like that.
Sounds familiar.
I feel like I watched the trailer or something.
Yeah,
it's like Trading Spaces.
Trading Spaces.
One time we did shrooms.
Trading Spouses. That was a crazy show.
That's a crazy concept. I seen somebody was on the glow up on TikTok from there. He was like a angsty teenage boy with like a bang haircut, and then like fast forward, he was like a cool like skater dude, like punk, like black hair, nail polish. Like,
wait, this is on TikTok? Can we talk about how they banned the fucking George Floyd tweet?
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm done with TikTok actually.
I mean, I always figured TikTok was. We talked about this a couple weeks ago.
You said that, and I was like, I had no idea what he's talking about. And now that
TikTok is racist as fuck.
Like,
they try to China.
I haven't been on TikTok.
They're owned by China, I think.
Man, yeah. I don't know. They might be. They've kind of been canceled, right? You said you've been seeing shit.
Yeah, I've been seeing racist shit on there, but TikTok is still stronger than ever. People still fucking use that shit to go popping and do dances on. So,
dude, I can't even use my Twitter. Like, it's too much social media nowadays.
Yeah, for real, it's mad shit. People just want to be more connected in mad different ways, but I feel like they're all really lonely. So,
just go outside.
Yeah,
we've been biking. We got some fire ass helmets.
I peeped that. I seen that in your story.
And I got new shoes that match my new hat.
Whoa, bye, Kristen. So what's the goal? What's the goal for this year as far as the biking goes? Like, do you have actual goals, or y'all just taking it easy, just one day at a time type bike?
Just chilling, going on rides, staying safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, how many rides have you gone on now? Because I've seen the one before. Is this just the second one? Or have you gone on more?
We've gone on a bunch of rides.
We've probably gone on like 20 rides.
Whoa, bikers.
Yeah, but we did 33 miles, bro.
A biker for sure.
And you got are you like monitoring the GPS? You got the watch for that shit?
Yeah, that shit was mad expensive. Strava's
what?
A rich man's dollar.
What?
Strava could charge me $68 or something like that for the year.
For what?
Wait, what?
To use it.
No, you don't have to.
He's already charged me.
Wait. Hold on, charge you for what? To use what?
Strava.
What is that?
I do not have to.
I feel like you got grandfathered into like a deal.
What is it?
A tracking app for biking and shit.
Oh, it's a biking app. I was just saying use your Apple Watch or something. Don't you guys have Apple Watches?
Yeah, I just got mine. I just pulled it out.
That shit'll do that shit for free. You pay like $400, $500 for that shit.
For biking?
For anything. For like, I thought it doesn't. Isn't that why you pay so much for the fucking Apple Watch? Doesn't have fucking tracking of like distance and biking and swimming and all that shit?
I thought it was only running.
Nah, bro. Don't get fleeced, bro. How much you pay for that shit? It was just like $500.
Oh man, I have to check it out. I've been on an Apple Watch since Gen 1.
You have the newest one? Do you have the newest one?
No, I took it in the jacuzzi and that shit just died. So RIP my Apple Watch. But Kristen has an Apple Watch.
The new?
No, it's I don't even know. I got it like 2 years ago.
Oh, so you do? So they have the Strava for cycling for an Apple Watch. So it's an app you have to pay like monthly for?
Bro, I don't pay anything.
I had to pay. I don't know.
Hold on, how much you have to pay monthly for it?
I paid for the year or something. Like I was
Or
like,
how much did you have to pay for it? How much does it cost?
yo, a king's ransom, a rich man's money. I'm not sure. Like it was more
They
than
finessed
what
you.
I was willing to pay with me and my unemployment. Like no, sweetie, but it happened, and they tricked me into it.
Oh, so I guess Apple doesn't make their own native cycling watch, huh? App then.
No, maybe not.
They have a workout one. They have one. They have one.
But Nike makes some biking shoes, and they're super fire.
Yeah, Apple's own cycling workout app. Yeah, get your money back, Chris, and they have one. Price free. Works with iPhone. Yeah.
Boom.
No,
there it is.
Yeah, they have one.
I wish Nike got more into biking. I hope they do. I'm trying to get a Nike bike.
I'm sure they have one.
If they teamed up with Specialized or something, that would be.
I'm sure they have a Nike bike. There has to be. Oh no,
I don't think so.
No, they don't.
Which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, that is kind of surprising that they don't have a Nike bike. But I'm sure they're not far off from that shit.
Kind of crazy.
What, a Nike bike?
Maybe after this quarantine's over.
It is like a whole nother thing to get involved in, though, when you think about it as a company. You're like, I don't really want to do that.
A lot of safety.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, in making it. And at the end of the day, they're going to have someone else make it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
They're not making it.
They probably just take a model and put their brand on it.
Yeah. Do you use your, I don't know why I said speaking of, do you use PS4 or you use Xbox?
I'm a Xbox guy.
Are you going to get the new Xbox? Was it 5 Xbox fucking?
Actually, I have Xbox and PlayStation, so I don't discriminate.
Are you going to get the new fucking Xbox that comes out? New Xbox.
I gotta weigh my options. I need to see what the PS4 is working with. I need to see the
Xbox Series X. Have you seen it? Have you seen what it looks like?
No. Is it fire?
Go look at the images of it right now. It looks like
what is it? Xbox Series X?
Series X, yeah. Xbox Series X. It looks like a computer, I guess. Yeah, I guess it looks like a computer, but just more of a column. Sure. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
That looks cool.
It's like a computer.
Cool. Yeah, it looks like a computer, like a desk, like a older PC style type, but just more of a column instead of the long body.
It's just gonna be more powerful. Is that the thing?
Yeah, better graphics. Yeah, more powerful is really what you're looking to get. Better games. I mean, I know this is not really a fucking nerd video game podcast, but like, I guess
I'm here.
Yeah, it is if I'm in the building.
TT will exclusive.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
No.
But I mean, I guess from what I'm hearing from developers and creators about video games in general is there's a plateau and we've pretty much reached it. Like as far as how good looking games can get or will get.
It needs to go into VR.
I mean, I'm looking at VR right now. I'm looking at it's called an Oculus Rift.
Oculus Rift?
Quest?
No,
Oculus Quest. The Oculus Quest. It's the portable one. So it's the one that's only $500. The whole setup is in the headset itself. And so you can bring it anywhere you want. You just need a TV and shit. And you don't need all the cameras and shit. It's like, this one is like legit. And yeah, so that's what I'm looking to get. It's a little expensive, so I just saving up the bread. I'm trying to get a new laptop first, but
are you going Mac or PC?
Mac, obviously. But this is not a nerd video game PC podcast.
Wait, we have to know if you're Mac or PC because
I'm both right now. I dabble in both. I am loyal to no one. I wear my Jordans with my fucking Adidas sweats. I am loyal to no fucking brand. Exclusive. No brand has my I'm not like strictly, when I say loyal, I will buy anyone who makes good shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like, if you make good shit, I will buy it. At the end of the day, like, I won't just stick to one just because I only fuck with that brand. No, like, if you have it better, and especially if the price is good, like, I don't give a fuck. So, like, yeah, right now, I do all my work on a fucking semi, new PC laptop and a very old Mac desktop Mac Mini. But
there you
so
go.
as I said, I fuck with both. I fuck with both.
All right.
I got love. But anyways, yeah, no, we should go get some VR going on. I'm trying to like try this VR porn out. See how.
Oh my god.
You're wild.
Dude, I be seeing that shit on Pornhub, but I'm like, I look at it on my phone and I'm like, yo, that shit looks weird as fuck. Like, I wonder how it looks in VR, like in real legit VR. So
That's the only reason why you want that.
That's literally one of the biggest reasons why I want to see, because the Oculus Quest, I've used it. It is legit. I went to the store and tried it out. Like, it's very easy. You like just need a little bit of space and you like draw out with the headset, because the headset like has a camera for you to see out. So when you put the headset on, you can still see in front of you because it has a camera on it. So you're just seeing it through the headset. And so you draw out your space, and when you draw out your space, it knows when you are walking out of your space. So it knows appropriately how to display the video game around you because of the space you drew out. So if you have like only a limited amount of space, you draw a line around the space you need that you can play in, and it knows like, all right, it'll let you know when you start to step out of it. It shows like the real world. Like it shows like the camera shows on. It's like, hey, you're about to walk into the fucking wall or the TV or whatever. Watch out. So I was like, all right, word, is perfect. So I'm about to get my freak on. I'm about to get my freak on in VR.
That's incredible. Good for you. I wish you well in your endeavors.
Word. We'll be coming back. We'll be coming back to this podcast with a fucking review of this shit for sure.
Sin's about to have that fucking Bug's Life fleshlight.
Dude, that with the VR porn would probably be insane, bro.
I'm gonna black out.
I gotta
I'm
go.
gonna go.
That would be insane.
All right, that was the end of the day.
Thank you for coming.
Oh man.
So hold on. Do you need more graphics in your Xbox?
I mean,
Dual exclusive?
I'm really chilling with Call of Duty for right now, but I'm waiting for Grand Theft Auto. That next Grand Theft Auto is gonna.
Next Grand Theft Auto will be fucking crazy.
I just want to know where it's gonna take place. I need to know where it's going down. But
you will not know for at least another 5 years.
They should keep it in LA. Or like
I feel like they didn't try to go worldwide with it. Yo,
London.
Once again, this is not a video game podcast. Let's not get lost.
Everyone loves Grand Theft Auto. You can't.
They do. Does Kristen love Grand Theft Auto?
You know,
have you ever played Grand Theft Auto?
I've watched people play Grand Theft Auto, and honestly, like if
you
I
don't
was
give a
high,
fuck.
I was like, that's chill, like that's funny.
We're
like,
gonna
punch
try
him in the face, like haha, steal the car, like damn, you killed that motherfucker. Like, yeah, that's fine, but like I don't seek it out to play because I don't know how to use joysticks.
Super Smash Brothers. I feel like she could play. She'd be good at Super Smash.
You gotta put her on. Started with Call of Duty.
We tried. Call of Duty.
I was like literally like this, like.
So
oh
funny.
My god,
comedy.
So stupid. The worst view ever. I'm like, how did I supposed to kill anybody like this?
Oh my god.
And also, that game's crazy.
But yeah, aside from video games,
I went back to work.
That's really cool. Congratulations. I'm glad you're back at work.
Congrats on making your own money.
Woo!
Yeah,
Fucking
it feels really good to be back.
So you're at the salon, you're open, you're working.
Yes.
Legally.
Yes, legally working, taking clients, booking appointments.
So you know what to do in the comments. Let her know when you're coming through. She's taking appointments. She's taking appointments out of the comments right now.
Right now, live.
Set it up.
And then I was also on my friend Ashley's podcast. It's called Come Through Podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah, thank you.
Come Through. Yeah, and it was super fun. And shout out to Ashley.
Damn.
Yeah,
shout out to Ashley. I'm about to come through. What the fuck? That shit.
And Lex Luthor.
Oh, is he also on the podcast?
She.
Oh, she's. Oh, there's a girl named
Lex Luthor.
Whoa.
Lex Luthor.
A girl named Lex Luthor. That name sounds intense. I might need to meet her too.
Flex.
Oh, Flex Luthor.
Yeah.
Is she a rapper? That sounds like a rapper's name too.
No, but she sounds like she's on the radio. Like that's a name like on the radio, and she looks like
that is a dope name.
Sounds like
that is. She sounds like she got bars.
Yeah, they both do.
Yeah,
bars.
Yeah, she sounds like she got bars.
Yeah, so you guys should, after you listen to our podcast, check them out.
For sure.
There you go.
New music, Lil Yachty's Lobo 3, I think, came out. That's the name of the project. I think Lobo 3. And it's pretty cool. It was okay.
Yeah, you showed me this before the podcast. I don't know.
That song's cool.
Range
I like
Rover,
that song.
Range Rover was cool. Oprah's Bank Account, we heard that single.
I love that song.
I'm excited to hear this one with ASAP and Tyler.
Did you love that song? I didn't really like that song.
Oprah's Bank Account?
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
Did you like the video?
It was cool. It
His
was just,
little voice.
it was, I think the video I liked a lot better than the song. Because the video is extremely entertaining.
Yeah.
And
I feel like Little Yachty doesn't know his pocket yet.
I feel like he's found it as far as like how he raps. He raps pretty much like he's got his style. Like I hear it and I know that's Yachty. He doesn't have to say anything. I don't have to hear this. I don't have to like know he's on the song. If I hear Yachty rapping, I know it's Yachty.
I gotta hear this album actually. I can't.
Yeah. I just feel like I have a hard time connecting with him because I don't know who Lil Yachty is as a rap, like what he's talking about. Because like I don't want to say he has to talk about, he has nothing to talk about, but in that regard, yes. Like I feel like I don't know what he's talking about. Like, cause he's not really a gangster, you know? Like he's not like a hardcore dude. So like where does he fall? Is he like I don't know. I guess that's where I'm trying to figure out.
Just like a guy making music.
Yeah, but about what?
You look good as Oprah's Bank Account. I'm just trying to take you out. Like that's
what I'm saying. So like,
that's
get
the
Shorty
reason. Music. That's what he's making. Just get Shorty music.
Get Shorty music. Okay.
Get Shorty music.
Like whatever. Like that's what you need to say.
I've never heard that term before.
Yeah,
I just made it up right now.
I'm just all right. I'm not disagreeing with that term. I'm just digesting it. That's why. That's why.
Yeah.
That was my reaction.
That was a pretty good on the spot term.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad definition. Get Shorty music for whatever. And most terms like that don't necessarily have to have a definition. Like there's a lot of like things within hip hop or just this culture that don't have a black and white definition. It's more or less just like so get Shorty music. I mean, I can understand that. I understand that. Like, yeah, I can't argue with that. I guess it is just get Shorty music. You sure you didn't hit anywhere? Because you should totally.
I put that on everything in my life. That I just said that right now.
You should totally coin that phrase. Because I totally understood that. It is like get Shorty music.
That's the next album title. She's dropping.
Yeah, get Shorty music. You need to get Yachty on that song, whatever that song is too.
I'm just gonna hit him up and be like, "Hey, I got this idea for you.
Yeah,
can you break me off a little?"
But I guess that's the album is long. There's a lot of songs on there. So if I don't connect with them on a lot of songs, then I'm skipping them. You know?
Yeah.
If I'm not like, what are you talking about? Like that. But I listened to the whole project probably like 3 times, 2.5 times maybe. Try to listen to the full project. Mm-hmm. And I found a few songs on there that are pretty good. His production is always top tier, so he's always gonna have the best beats. But I felt like there was the song with he had what I thought was gonna be a banger. He has a song with A$AP Rocky and Tyler the Creator, which I was like, all right, word, this is probably
yeah, that's the one I was saying I was trying to hear.
And the beat is just too weird for me, bro. It's just not a good beat. It's not a beat it's not a beat I wanted to hear A$AP Rocky and the Creator on and Yachty, because I fuck with Yachty too. So I'm thinking, word, I'm about to get something. I'm about to get something I could play that would play in the club at least, right? Would you expect that?
I would think, yeah.
If you got Lil Yachty and A$AP Rocky and Tyler the Creator, you would think something that would kind of bang, right?
It's nothing like that.
The beat is just. I understand what he probably tried to do or wanted to do is do.
Or
something
it's dark.
different.
Is it dark?
It's just different. It's just different.
I'm gonna listen to it.
No. We'll listen to it after we finish recording.
All right,
and you tell me what you think. But
is there anything else we want to talk about?
Freddie Gibbs project is fire. Listen to Freddie Gibbs project. It's only short. It's only like 30-some minutes. Short. Fucking Alchemist produced the whole project. He has a song with fucking Benny. He has a song with Conway. The album's fucking fire. The album's fucking fire. So hard. It's such good production. He has mad random. I gotta look up. He has these random like skits or like parts of this album where it's like playing either like, speeches or something. I got to find out what they were. They were fucking weird as fuck. But yeah, the album's awesome. And then I seen you put protest music. Protest music is up, and as far as streaming and shit.
Interesting thing on my phone, I have literally no idea, but somehow NWA was searched on my phone, and then on my music, and then this song was downloaded. What is it? It's called "Protest" by NWA, and I found that to be really weird to me.
That it was searched.
That it had like, I don't know, like if my hand just like was like, typing buttons and it just like happened that way, but I was like, that's really weird.
That is a little weird.
Did you get that, Sin? I didn't get no download.
And then I was
I don't use iTunes.
Like, do you guys remember when YouTube put that album on everyone's phone?
Yes.
That shit was fucking crazy.
That's why I was like, I wonder if someone like hacked and like did something like that and just like sent that to like some people.
That was iPhone, right? That was iPhone, right?
Yeah.
YouTube. I don't use iPhone. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with Apple like that. I don't let them in my life.
Well, you just said you're about to get a computer, so you're in the circle.
Yeah, but that's a computer you can disconnect. You cannot use a computer. I can go a whole month without using a computer.
You put your finger scan in there, bro.
That's okay. They can have my fingerprint. My fingerprint's not that big of a deal. There's a lot of stuff that I'm okay with. Don't put a YouTube album on my phone. There's a lot of stuff There's a lot of stuff I'm okay with. T-Will exclusive. Don't put a YouTube album on my fucking phone without my goddamn permission.
I'm not gonna lie, I got on my phone. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I tried to delete it. I couldn't.
YouTube.
It was like a virus.
It is.
And then you got the virus, and then you like, "You too?" And like, "You too."
Oh,
shut the fuck up.
You too?
TTT will exclusive.
Honestly, I'm glad. I want to end this podcast on a happy note.
Yeah, let's do that.
Man, I just...
Should we give... yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to get sad again.
Yeah, let's do it. Nah, do your thing.
I just want to say, everyone just have hope in humanity, have hope in each other, and the only way we're going to get through this is united, and hopefully we can bring a real change and like get this shit really popping and fix all these issues so that this doesn't happen. Shit like this doesn't need to happen, and it never should. So at the end of the day, love your neighbors, you know what I'm saying? Everyone, we're all a human race, and literally, like, it's dead. We need to dead that shit. Real shit.
Yeah. Kristen?
I'm into that. Honestly, through all of this, if you need to do something, like if you feel called to do so, which I hope you do, like you can either go to a protest, or you can donate money, or you can like educate yourself on anything that you need to know so that you can like understand this all better. And like don't necessarily like look for someone to teach you, but just like teach yourself, like figure it out for you. And find a way, like even if you're like posting, like have conversations that are like more uncomfortable, because none of this shit is comfortable, and it shouldn't be.
It's time to get uncomfortable.
Yeah, and we're gonna all heal. Like this is like, it's coming out so we can heal. So like don't lose hope, and like honestly, like change is coming. Like change is coming.
Yeah, I mean that's all I can hope for, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell anyone how to. I can't tell anyone how to change, or like what it is that'll fix it, other than to stop being fucking racist. Love everybody, treat everybody the same, and with love and care, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't know.
Love your neighbor.
Yeah.
Man, turn up.
Fuck 12.
Streets.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12. Turn up in these streets. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Fuck
If you
12.
can go, if you feel comfortable in crowds like that, run it up.
Yeah.
Like Rihanna said, she said, pull up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
honestly, bro, after all this and really educating myself on where police originally came from, I didn't know that it.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That was one thing that I learned through all of this that I was that hit me one of the hardest because I did not know that. I was like, wow, like
it's just
that's
crazy.
how deep it is.
My dad told me that a minute ago, like when I was like super young, and because my dad was always like preaching, and that was shit that like I was
the runaway slaves, right?
Yeah, they never were a thing until slaves were freed. That's when they were actually created.
And it's still the same star badge.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, like
you gotta know that shit's passed for generations. Like
this is something that is like been set up way before. So like down with this tainted system.
Yeah. Have you seen the 13th?
What was that?
Have you seen the 13th?
The 13th? No, I'm not sure.
So it's a documentary on Netflix. It's about the 13th Amendment, and like, it's really, really informative documentary. Like, definitely, like if you're looking to educate yourself, like it's just a nice little
I'll check it out.
Chunk of knowledge for sure.
Yeah. Yes. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Yes. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their lives. To
rest in peace to anyone who lost their lives prior to. Yeah. Exactly. And stay safe out there, guys. You know. Protest, make your voice be heard, do whatever you need to do to make your voice be heard, but stay safe at the end of the day because the cops are not playing.
Stay safe.
They're not playing. They're doing some of the most grimiest shit out here. So I understand if you have to meet them with that energy. I'm not gonna say not to, but like they're setting us up left and right. So stay informed and keep it gangster. Fuck 12.
Hell yeah. Turn up.
So was that it?
Exclusive.
Yeah. Is anything else? You guys anything else?
I think that's it. I'm pretty faded.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
It's curfew. It's past
it's past curfew.
Get off the computer now.
But it's been calming down. The protest has only been pretty peaceful, so maybe the curfew thing will be over by this weekend, and we can have like somewhat of a normal life.
I mean, I don't really care if that's what it is.
Yeah.
For as long as I got to.
Yeah. So it seems like though people are like they've gotten their anger out in that sense, and they're ready to just kind of like just keep out there and like protest. Because I'm like at the protests, if the protests stay peaceful and chill, then I'll feel more comfortable just going out there and like making my voice be heard. But I know I'm a target out there. Cops don't. For some reason, always fuck with me, and I don't like cops either. So I'll do something stupid for sure.
Yeah, stay safe, man.
Yeah,
and you're easily identifiable.
Exactly. So I definitely want to go out there and like do my thing, but like I know like
just be safe.
I've gone out there before in Boston and done stuff, and it's just like it's never like gone well. So yeah.
So, well, be safe, man.
Of course, be safe, everybody, but definitely make your voice be heard. Stay active, stay out there, stay vigilant, and stay informed, and do something about it. Vote.
Turn out.
End of the day podcast.
Yeah, it's the end of the day podcast. It's your boy Sin Supreme.
Oh shit.
Sin exclusive.
It's your boy T.
Yeah.
T Will exclusive.
Yeah.
Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey. This nigga's drunk. All right, mofos. I'll see y'all later.
See you later.
Bye, guys. Stay safe. Wait, hold on. I have to end it. And
we